Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch-along of Chelsea versus Lille in the Champions League round of 16 second leg. Chelsea lead the first leg from the first leg 2-0. Goals from Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic have given Chelsea the edge going into the second leg, which I think will get the job done. This is me being honest and true to my words. I think we'll get the job done. We'll get the free. We'll get the win. Look forward to a quarter-final spot. Now knowing that if we make it through, we're more or less going to be playing behind closed doors, but it means we're just going to do what we can do, get a result, do what is able of the club, and do what we can do, and it's just see what's right, wrong, or anything, and see what's on the money. See what's on the money, see what we got to do, and play to your strengths. That's all we can do at this moment in time, is play to our strengths. Play with the moral of this team wants to go and win the game. And at the moment, we're going to play as much as we can, as well as we can. But we got to learn. Just got to keep playing and just do what we can. That's all Chelsea can do now, is do our own part in this and go and get the win. Guys, get your question in the chat, like, sub, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. So guys, get your questions in, because we are here to have a good time. We are 2-0 up from the first leg. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be, by any stretch of the imagination, going to be a cakewalk. But it's like I say to most people, we go and play as well as we can, and play with the maturity, and play with the possession. We're just going to keep doing as much as we can. Go and do what is needed of this club. Do what is needed of the players on that pitch. And let's go and get the 3 points today. And that's all that matters on the pitch, more or less, for us.
Tonight they need to keep their focus on their defence of the Champions League, and they start as big favourites here tonight. Here is the champions of France, but struggling for form.
We're just going to keep going, going to keep pressure on what can be shown in any capacity. We just got to keep doing what we're doing on the football pitch and do what we can do on the pitch. If we can go and do what we can do and go and get the result, I think we can get a good result in France.
Chelsea resume their
Chelsea,
European
Chelsea,
football.
Chelsea, 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 Chelsea.
Big win at Stamford Bridge. A place in the quarter-finals is on the line. Juventus and Villarreal also battling it out for a place in the last 8. It finished 1-1 in the first leg in that one, so very much to play for both sides over in Turin. And you can keep across both games via the BT Sport app. It's a great service, actually. You can jump between the two matches where the goal
Guys,
you'll get an alert.
get a
You
question
can then go and watch
in
the
the
goal
chat.
in the other game and then return to the game that you're watching. So there's a number of great features on there. If you want to download the BT Sport app, you can do so now to your mobile or to your tablet. Well, look, the message has been clear from Lille in the build-up to this one. The fans need to play their part, and as you can see, they are. They go into this one 2 goals down, but an early goal for the home side, and suddenly the whole momentum shifts. It sounds great in there. Let's find out how it feels, because in the stadium for us, Glenn Hoddle and Darren Fletcher. Good evening.
Good evening, Jake. Hello again, everybody. You're exactly right. It is a fantastic atmosphere inside this stadium. Red and white everywhere. And the banners...
Get free, wherever you may be. We are famous CFC.
The way the two teams walk out, because this is such a big night for both of them. Chelsea's issues off the pitch are well documented and seem to be growing by the hour, but to avoid them spilling onto the pitch, they need to finish what they started at Stamford Bridge 3 weeks ago.
Chelsea, 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 oh Chelsea.
Scoreline suggests, and it would be a big surprise if the holders don't go through tonight. The two teams...
Chelsea are walking out into a Lille. Chelsea versus Lille tonight. Come on, Chelsea! Come on, the mighty Blues! Chelsea, 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 Chelsea.
Who come here with Chelsea, a team that were masterful in the knockout stage of the Champions League last season. Lille, the French champions, need their biggest performance of the season.
Come on, boys! I'll give you guys the lineups in a minute for both lineups, starting with Chelsea. Mendy in goal, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, Alonso, Havertz, Pulisic on the bench, Kepa, Bertinelli, Chalobah, Sarr, Kennedy, Loftus-Cheek, Mount, Vale, Ziyech, Werner and Lukaku are on the bench, and that's your Chelsea team to play low today. This is your Lille team to play Chelsea today. And this is your Lille team to play Chelsea today. Chelsea away! Oh, Chelsea away! Oh, Chelsea away!
European champions into France. Now, the absence through injury of Renato Sanchez is big for Lille. He was their best player at Stamford Bridge. Injured his hamstring against Saint-Etienne on Friday. 2 changes to the weekend team. Benjamin Andre for Sanchez and Burak Yilmaz for Hatem Ben Arfa. With goals needed, Yilmaz will support leading scorer Jonathan David. Jose Font is a centre-back. He's 38 and he's played every minute so far for Lille this season. Davide Massa from Italy is the referee tonight. There's experience in the Chelsea team of playing here, having been in the same group as Lille in 2019. Jose Font and Cesar Azpilicueta are the 2 captains.
Well, boys!
Thomas Tuchel's made 5 changes to his team from the weekend.
Come on, boys!
In keeping with personnel and shape for the Champions League. Thiago Silva, Cesar Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso return, which allows Chelsea to play with wing-backs tonight. Kante and Jorginho are joined by Kovacic in a full minimal midfield 3, while Christian Pulisic will support the informed Kai Havertz. The 5 who drop out are all subs, along with teenager Harvey Vale. It's a pleasant night here in Lille in northern France. It's also a night where the French champions need their big players to step up and
We're about to kick off into the Champions League.
Excellent at controlling games like this one away from Stamford Bridge. Lille haven't conceded a goal in the 3 games they've played since the first leg. They were hammered 5-1 here by Paris Saint-Germain 5 weeks ago. It's tough to predict which version Chelsea...
We're going to win today.
Chelsea playing in front of their
Oh.
what could be the final time in the Champions League this season, regardless of tonight's result, due to the sanctions, and they've got around 2,500.
You can sanction us, you can do whatever you want. You can sanction us, do whatever you want, but it won't stop the spirit of the players on that pitch.
Playing for a place in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Chelsea settled for a goal in each half 3 weeks ago. There are some big challenges facing the French champions tonight, but if atmosphere...
Come on, Chelsea!
It might just push them along.
Oh, this is wonderful, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant atmosphere, and Chelsea have been pleased they've got the wing backs back in the familiar shape. Slightly changed it a little bit more of a 3 in midfield.
The only thing that's not made me happy is Alonso's playing and Alonso's shite.
They've done their job already, the fans.
That's an interesting decision by Thomas Tuchel to go for Kante, Jorginho and Kovacic as a midfield 3. Just the second time he's done it this season. The last time
Oh, you
was in the defeat
shit
against Manchester
house.
City back in September. Here's Yilmaz is in to support David tonight. And an early opportunity down the left-hand side for Goodmanson. Defending got over there for Chelsea by Christensen. The first corner.
Well, it's just what Lille wanted as well. First attack ends up
Come
with
on.
the corner. Christensen
Well,
just
boys.
puts in the cross and gets this crowd going. If they needed to get going, my word, what an atmosphere this is. It really is something special.
First chance for the centre-backs to go in there. Sven Botman, the Dutchman, the captain, Jose Font.
Come on.
Jonathan Bamber has gone out to take the corner for Lille.
Get it out.
It's a good header away by the man of the moment for Chelsea, Kai Havertz.
Excuse me, commentator, it's King Kai.
Conditions ideal tonight. The stadium's modern, atmospheric. It's an excellent venue for a game that matters
Come on,
so much
Chelsea.
to both of them. That's into
Well
one
done,
for
Mendy.
Southampton, taken by Mendy, who's got this wonderful record in the Champions League. 18 appearances and 14 clean sheets. What a performer he's been in this competition for them.
That is amazing. 18 games in the Champions League and 14 clean sheets. That's what you want from a goalkeeper.
And then the cross in, but they're going to have to really quell this team, quell the crowd, just calm things down, Chelsea.
Go on.
It's a lovely touch by Havertz.
Go on, Kante.
Kovacic sweeps it on.
Oh, shit house. Messed it up there. We could have gone somewhere.
3 Chelsea players over there. Aspilicueta, one of them, and he's done remarkably well to get out of there. It's definitely where Chelsea have got the ball.
Come on, boys. Two minutes and 50 seconds.
Jorginho finds a nice... Does he get the free kick for the foul by...
I've just gone on to 2 minutes 58.
Havertz and Pulisic have just dropped in off the 2 centre-backs at times. And
Havertz, well done. Well done, Havertz.
That's a nice little ball into them, into those little positions behind their little midfield, and they've got to exploit that.
The result of the moment, that Hull City 1, Coventry 0, and Luton 1, Preston 0. Even though I know the other scores as well. Go on, Havertz. Oh, I thought it was a corner for a minute there. And Havant and Waterloo have scored 1-0 Havant. Havant Waterloo 1, Hungerford Town 0.
They've won 4 in a row coming into this one. And for Chelsea to go out tonight, Glenn, they need to lose by more than 2 goals, which they've done once in 77 matches under Thomas Tuchel. Everything's in their favour tonight, from form to experience. It's now a case of seeing it through.
They've certainly got that experience.
Get out, French gate.
I think they'll be pleased, as I say, they've gone back to their shape. As Yilmaz just getting caught there by Aspilicueta. Just there, just follows through on the ankle, doesn't he?
Boo! Get off your Turkish gate. You'll be running fine in about a minute or two.
He's on 6. Jonathan David with 17, but the Turkey international hasn't scored since the 22nd of December. Jocelyn Gorfanek can write his own chapter in Lille's history if his team wins tonight. He knows the size of the task, but has been very positive about his team in the build-up. And there's Thomas Tuchel in charge of his 50th Champions League game tonight. And he's represented Chelsea with real dignity and honesty in very difficult circumstances.
Well, boys!
In recent weeks, and should be applauded for it.
Well, certainly, I said in the pre-match interview, he's been absolutely different class on the pitch and off the pitch in these, as you say, in difficult circumstances. But he knows now, once that whistle's blown, it's football tonight, and he's got his head on. Because this team, I think Chelsea's team now, with the three in midfield, is spot on.
Oh, fuck off! Haven't scored if it was offside. Fucking hell.
Just quieten this crowd down and just take over.
Put the one up there and then offside.
Both teams have ageless wonders at centre-back tonight. Thiago Silva at 37. Jose Font at 38.
Jose Font shit. He was shit for Southampton.
It's a little bit too high from Mendy out towards Aspilicueta. Already tonight, Glenn. Drawn on by the
Come on, Chelsea, do something!
Oh, without a doubt, any mistake like that is going to be jeered. It's going to get this crowd going. Any sort of attack that they put together, good play. They're right behind their team, aren't
Yeah,
they?
we need to get going from the first minute.
Just got to make sure they don't concede or do anything stupid in this early period, Chelsea.
How much do you think they'll miss the drive of Renato Sanchez tonight? Because he was the one player at Stamford Bridge who was trying to get them going.
Yeah, I think he can beat people, takes people on, he drives on with the ball and without the ball. They will miss that, but they've gone with the two strikers up the top there against three defenders for Chelsea.
Way! Offside, sit down, you French kids. Sit down. Oh, for God's sake! Shouldn't have made that mistake.
Thiago Silva, that was really troubling, and Chelsea can't make mistakes like that.
Yeah, it was good pressing from Andre, who mixed the ball, and Yilmaz, I don't know if that was going top corner, but it takes a deflection and good pressure again from Lille.
Just was a mistake. Just one pass that he shouldn't have made. Get rid!
Can't beat the man at the near post, who was Kai Havertz.
Go on, Havertz.
Found Havertz from a
Foul.
yellow counter.
Well done, ref.
Chelsea gonna get the free kick.
Yeah, clever play there from Havertz.
Come on, boys.
Ahead of him because they were defending. This is the pressing. Andre presses, catches Jorginho out. Let's see where this is going. Oh, I think keeper Mendes might have just had it, but it's Thiago that's made the block. Yilmaz has started well for Lille. He's held the ball up. He's been involved in everything for them.
Early encouragement for the coach. Christian Pulisic dropping a little bit deeper. Mendy out to Rudiger. Lille have started out aggressively. They're on the front foot now, giving Chelsea a second to settle on the ball.
Yeah, and the back
Come
four
on.
it's on the halfway line. You know, it might be a day. Chelsea are trying to play through them all the time. Might be a day just to turn them for a couple of minutes.
Benjamin Andre to Jonathan Bamba. Here's Xhaka. Foot in from Jorginho. Down goes Jonathan.
That is not a foul.
This for Chelsea.
Jonathan David is making most of that.
Ball. I think Christensen thinks he's going to get there first, but just catches David. He just catches him. And
In the first leg, he was doing nothing more than dive every time.
Look there, yeah, he did. He just put his left foot. He knew what was coming. He knew the tackle was being made, and he just lays his left foot against Christensen, brings him down, and what a position for a free kick now early in the game.
Edouard Mendy needs to make sure he's got everybody in exactly the right place. Yilmaz has taken control of the situation, although Gabriel Goodmanson is there as well. So they've got the right-footed option, the left-footed option, and the Italian referee marching the Chelsea wall back a little bit further.
Oh, balls.
Referee finally satisfied.
Someone get your head onto this. Or do something.
It's Yilmaz.
Way! Out! Out and over!
Yeah, he went for a lot of power, didn't he? You've got to be a little bit subtle.
Are they losing?
Down, I think Mendes would have had it. Wasn't right in the top corner anyway. If it was on target, tried to dip it, didn't he? But too much power didn't come back down.
It's the kind of start we might have expected when the teams walked out into the atmosphere, which is like a cauldron in here. Has been for some time. It was always going to inspire the Lille players to try and get forward and put the pressure on Chelsea.
Joe Matip shite.
We'll remember the fact that during the run to the final last season, they were so good in situations like this. There's Hatton Ben Arfa, who's on the bench and might have a part to play at some stage if his
Good keeper.
attention's needed. But these kind of situations, they were brilliant in Chelsea last season.
They kept the ball. And this little side are prepared to squeeze up to the halfway line, put Mendy under pressure when the ball goes back to him ever. But I think the shape will just work for Chelsea eventually. I think they've just got to get through the next 10 minutes and they'll have more possession of the ball.
It looked like he played. Oh yeah, because I think wasn't that game about 24 hours before?
Out there to N'Golo Kante, and then Azpilicueta onto Havertz.
Yeah, he went straight and played for Arsenal.
It's 20 years since Lille last beat in English.
That is nuts.
They're 22 points behind PSG in Liga. Their title defence has been disappointing. In fact, they're quite adrift of the final Champions League qualification place for next season as well. But they've only lost twice here this season, and they're going to try and rely on that form tonight.
Yeah, because if they don't win this, they can blame Jurgen Klopp.
In recent matches, that was a real key for them last season when they won the title in France.
Not thinking that, eh?
Jorginho.
But according to EA, it's good because he won Player of the Month.
Slowing down back there. Azpilicueta into N'Golo
Slow.
Kante, and then back out towards the Chelsea captain.
Oh, Kante!
Jose Font decides to go back to his goalkeeper, Leo Jardim, who hasn't seen the ball as yet.
Come on, boys. Come on.
His second successive game tonight, Jardim, and he's kept 5 clean sheets in the 6 previous matches. He's made a big difference back there to them.
Stoke 1, Cardiff 0, Luton 2, Preston 0, and Millwall 1, Huddersfield 0.
Manages to swing the crossing, headed away.
And Tottenham are 1-0 up against Brighton.
Yilmaz, and then he's caught by Jorginho.
Brighton, you're shit!
Yeah, good play again. Yilmaz just drawing the foul. Wasn't much
The-
of a foul, but it was enough to.
No, it's even worse. It's Christian Romero.
Sometimes look at the way a team started and ask the question.
No, but if any of those defenders actually score, who don't hardly score, then and they do score against you, then there's something wrong. Because they shouldn't be scoring.
I expected him to come out of the tracks really quick like this and the crowd to be up, but it's
And Christian Romero in the game gets booked more than scoring. He gets booked nearly every game.
They're very aggressive with their press. The back four are so high up and it's allowing them to press from the front.
There's the danger man, Jonathan David. Chilling the right back onto Bamba. Bamba manages to get the cross in and coming in.
Come on, Chelsea.
Chelsea needed to defend it.
Yeah, crossing good good position for Aspilicueta. He comes in on the cover, in behind Christensen, make sure he gets the block there.
Come on.
Such an important player for them tonight, isn't he, Jonathan David? He's got to perform better than he did at Stamford Bridge, where they didn't generate too much for him, scoring the recent 4-0 win against Claremont, which is his only goal in the last 10 matches that he's played, but he carries so much of Lille's hopes on his shoulders.
That's a foul, ref! Ref, that's a foul, he body checked him! You can't.
Off goes the speedy Goodmanson to run at Christensen. 3 in the box for Lille. And the Chelsea defender did well.
15:05.
Run, wasn't it?
15:05.
A lot of pace, but Christensen stayed with him. Got a little bit fortunate there that the ball's come off Goodmanson, and this is where
That is a free kick. No, it's more to the fact that one of their players literally decided to. But oh, 15:23. Now having the 1-0 up. Get in. Paul Doswell's having a party. He's won like his last 4 games. This will be like number 5. Get in, Evan, boys. Get in.
Chelsea tonight, 7th on the all-time list. His last goal in the Champions League was against Lille back in December 2019 at Stamford Bridge. He's one of the players with a lot of experience, and I need to lead on him. Well, as Glenn says, they
Getting battered, they win.
through this early, tricky 20 minutes where all the pressure's coming from the home team. Penalised over there for the challenge on Xhaka. He'll be delighted, won't he, the Lille coach, with the way they've got about it so far. Jallo towards Jonathan David. Zeki Celik, the right back.
Come on, boys.
They're very rather conceded by
Actually, let's go and do something.
time tonight, really, Glenn, that Chelsea's a team have managed to move up the field.
Yeah, first time we've seen the centre backs, but they'll have to be under a little bit of pressure, knocking the ball square and across the pitch. But
Oh, I've been sold there.
at the moment, they've got to get a bit tighter, Chelsea. That 3 in midfield, they've really got to close them 2 midfield players down and make sure that they play long.
It's pretty much a 4-4-2 for the French team, isn't it? Yilmaz drops a little bit deeper, but 2 wide players, 2 central strikers.
Well
Get the
blocked.
fullbacks to overlap when they can. Christian Pulisic, supported now by Kai Havertz. Aspilicueta and acres of space on the other side.
What?
Mateo Kovacic. Jorginho.
Boo!
Jorginho can run this game. He really
That guy
can.
doesn't deserve to have an opinion.
There too. If David doesn't come back and sit on him, he's going to be the spare man. And as the game goes
Yep.
on, they can't get pressure on him.
It's just Jamie Carragher's just wanting to be bad things.
Here's Aspilicueta. Now Jorginho. Jallo's gone out with it. There with N'Golo Kante. Wins the ball back for Lille. Wins the free kick as
Yep.
well.
And also you got to give, and also a lot of people got to give this team credit with what's going on off the pitch. We're actually doing well off on the pitch. When a lot of people would think we would be not being in good form because of what's going on. But it turns out it's not affecting them.
It's the foul for his team.
And it's 2-0!
They've been such a good supplier of players, haven't they, to bigger clubs in Europe in recent seasons. Lille.
Didn't think they would score that quick.
Thiago Jallo, who's only 21, might be one that eventually makes a move. You'd say the same about Jonathan David at 22.
Oh, and they're in the top 10, so how are you?
Rudiger's header. Offside flag up against Jonathan David.
Yeah, Havana are in the top 10. They've knocked their opponents who they're playing tonight. They'll knock them out the top 10.
That's excellent play by Jorginho. On by Kante. Havertz to Aspilicueta.
Come on, boys. Do something. Let's go and trouble the keeper.
Kovacic. Tracked here by Benjamin.
Go on!
It's a great run by Kovacic. Now Christian Pulisic.
Ah!
Alonso. Jorginho.
Jorginho shite.
David, he could come storming clear for Lille. Flag stays down against Yilmaz. Chelsea have got 5 back.
Yep, that's all thanks to Jorginho shite. That caused all that.
Yeah, there's the little winning of the ball there, David. Yeah, Jorginho knows he's upset with himself. He's square with the ball. This cross had to be absolutely
Manny
perfect.
Deku. Yeah, in second goal in 2 games. Well done. Spurs 1-0, Liverpool 0-0. Come on, Arsenal, can you beat Liverpool, please? Come on. They're just biased anyway. They will not say anything bad about Liverpool, but will say everything bad about every other club under the sun.
It's Thiago Jallo. Over to Celik. Jose Font. Good hold-up play by Yilmaz. Jallo then.
Liverpool ain't going to win the league because Liverpool's still got to play most of the teams around them.
And the ball got there. They've only lost one of their last 17 home matches, Lille. When you feel the atmosphere in here, it kind of explains why. But Chelsea's form rock solid. They've lost 1 in 24 in regulation time. If you take the penalty defeat in the League Cup final out of it, it's the kind of form that can carry them a long way again.
Go on, Havertz.
This competition.
That's the ball that Chelsea might have to play a few balls in from midfielder, not from the back players.
Come on, boys.
They're prepared to run in behind because this little back four is so high. They really are. All the space is in behind. It's better from a midfield player.
Stop the game here after that heavy fall for Andreas Christensen. Yilmaz stood still, and Christensen, as you can see, goes straight over the top. The referee didn't seem to think it was anybody's fault, but of course the fact that Christensen's down means he's got to stop the game.
Yilmaz has made a back for him. Look, he's looked at him. He's not even looking at the ball. He's looked at Christensen. He's just leant into him and made a back, and that can be really dangerous for a player.
Given away by Chelsea. Christensen was the culprit. The game's
Come
going
on.
to continue here with Yilmaz in possession, although he's given it away now to Chelsea. Busy strike.
Go on, Kovacic. Go on.
Pulisic.
Yes. Oh.
Couldn't quite control it. A little bit of dribbling from Kovacic. How did he get through the gap?
Oh.
Didn't he? Double shuffle, left to right foot, and he was away. And Pulisic, it was a funny sort of pass to
Pulisic.
2 yards away from him. I've been better to put it back.
Havertz seemed to be hacked down there by Botman.
Botman shite.
From the real centre back.
The one person on FIFA I always back Botman, and that guy's shit.
Now Rudiger. Thiago Silva.
No, he's not his future style. I always seem to pack his normal card. That might be shit too.
You can just see Chelsea's system now, 25 minutes in. They're just starting to get time on the ball, Chelsea players, to play round Lille. It's very difficult to press like that for any length of time. They'll have to do it in spells, of course, but Chelsea now just taking over of the possession of the ball.
Chelsea 60% possession at this stage.
Come on. Do something, you bunch of yellow things.
Aspilicueta, Alcante, Jorginho. Rudiger onto Alonso.
Alonso doesn't know how to run, he just likes to walk and then pass the ball.
Rudiger's ball into N'Golo Kante.
You're expecting Kante to go and beat Jose Font to the ball? That ain't happening in the month of Sundays.
Marcus Alonso, that's an interesting ball. It was well defended. Jallo had covered plenty of ground to get in from left back to be involved in the clearance.
Yeah, he had to, because Aspilicueta, the right wing back, has come right across to the near post. Look, Alonso. There's Aspilicueta going in. It's a really good clearance from Botman.
Run, what a word. Run.
Shelley.
No thanks.
Bamba.
Come on.
Thiago Silva there ahead of Jonathan David. Here's Benjamin Andre. He's the man that's come in for Renato Sanchez tonight.
That should be playing on, ref.
To get the free kick there, because it was a promising situation developing for Chelsea with Pulisic on the move.
Oh, that was a tight one there. Was that a foul? I think they're a bit fortunate there.
Weird people at Yorkshire.
Darren, we're on the break.
Nah, Sheffield's alright.
Jose Font, I mentioned, Glenn's played every minute for them this season. He's one of 3 outfield players in the top 5 European leagues who've done that. More remarkable, the fact he's 38 years old.
Not a run, thank you very much.
By Bamba with a push on Thiago Silva.
Yeah, Silva's got all the problems there. He's down in his own corner flag.
That is just... Yeah, that's why Yorkshire people they use slang for the most weird things in the world.
This is the little ball that might have been better to just pull it back there. Kovacic was on the penalty spot. In acres of space, but he didn't actually look up.
What's changed for Havertz, Glenn? 5 goals in 5 games. He's revelling in that central striker position.
His confidence. That's exactly how he played when he was in Germany. He plays as a sort of what I call a
Sheffield's alright.
centre forward, but he allows himself to drift out wide in both left and right side, and then he arrives in the box, so he's got a bit of everything. I just think the confidence is there as well. His goal against Newcastle,
Yeah, and my cousin went and said it is not Marvin Johnson's fault.
He's in a rich vein of goal scoring form. It's made it impossible for
They're saying it's Bailey Peacock. No, they're saying it's Bailey Peacock Farrell, the goalkeeper. Because he basically could have gone and saved it before he even went and kicked it. But he just let the player kick it. He's been saying he's making too many mistakes. Or what commentators would they just flap at it? Come on, Chelsea, actually do something. Go and trouble the keeper at the other end.
Gets the ball away. It's a good header over there by Christensen.
Hello to the 3 of you in the chat. If you guys want to put any question in the chat, I'll answer as many questions as I can. Chelsea 0, Lille 0. Not much to even say what's going on because not really anything happened.
By Christensen. Jallo in there with a challenge on Havertz. Chelsea throw it. It's been a professional sensational 29 minutes from the
No.
European champions, hasn't it? It takes the sting out of the early Lille pressure, and now they've got a real semblance of control.
Yeah, it certainly has. I think that they knew that they were going to come out the tracks quick.
Who are you on about now?
As I said earlier, they're just starting to get time and space on the ball now, Chelsea players, and it's just whether they can just create something in that last third. At the moment, 2-0 up on aggregate, they don't need that, do they?
Yeah, but I can't wear an earring in the other ear, mate. I can't wear an earring in the other ear anyway. Because the last earring that I basically had, it basically, when I was sleeping, it would push it straight down to the point where it split. Nearly split the earring two.
It's a good run by the left back as well, although Chelsea got plenty around the ball. He's going to get the free kick though.
Oh, I went to the practice today to get checked on my health. But I got my blood done today, so we'll find out more when we get the blood results back.
Christensen's got a problem here for Chelsea.
But the doctor said I've got very good health because I'm in a very good weight.
The 16, the second leg from 5 o'clock on BT Sports. Saturday we've got a mouth-watering looking game. It should be an attacking one, shouldn't it? Aston Villa against Arsenal in the Premier League from 11:30 on 1HD. And Ultimate UFC London from 6 o'clock on 1HD on Saturday evening. And then on Saturday the 23rd,
77.
Tyson Fury against Dillian White. You can see it live and exclusive with us on BT Sport box office, and that could be an absolute
That's what I weigh.
at Wembley Stadium. Lille nil, Chelsea nil.
Yeah, I weigh 77, and it turns out from the previous, when I previously got this all done, I've actually lost weight.
In the first half of Pulisic in the second, and it looks as though they're going to need to make the change here for Andreas Christensen.
Actually, the last time I got checked was actually 2 years ago. And that was due to what's going on. And it looks like Chalobah's having to come on. Sorry folks, the thing decided it wanted to go off because it's ignorant.
The Lille fans on that side felt there was a handball. Alonso there smartly on Bamford.
Free kick, well done!
And now they can make the change and get themselves back to 11 players.
There we go. See what the scores are at the moment, guys. Put your questions in the chat if you want to put any questions in. I'll answer as many questions as I can. It is Swansea 1-0 up against Peterborough. Queen's Park Rangers 1-0 up against Nottingham Forest. It's now 3-0 Luton against Preston. Sheffield United 0-0 against Blackpool, which is over the ball because no one. Cardiff 2-1 up against Stoke. And Hull now 2-1 up against Coventry. Come on, get it out! Do something, you bunch of yellow sausage. That ain't a foul.
A yellow card as well for the substitute. What an introduction that was for him.
Well, it just shows you, doesn't it?
Is he being biased towards Liverpool like every other referee?
It's given away a yellow card. It's a lovely little nutmeg there from David, and there he just touches him enough to go down, doesn't he? Beautiful.
It doesn't make sense.
Gets the other side of Chalobah, just drags him back with his arms. Yeah,
Is he being biased towards? Is it?
Situation, Glenn, isn't it? The free kick, if they can get the delivery right from where they are.
Is there? Is there?
Yeah, it looks like Chelsea have defended it as if it's a corner.
Yep. Yeah, and most referees have done that all season towards Man City and towards Liverpool have given them everything and not everyone else.
Centre-backs are at the far post. There's a bit of jostling going on there.
Because they always give them everything every time. They give them, even when it comes to VARs, they get away with it.
Jonathan Bamber out there on the set piece. Jonathan Davids just outside the D, as you can see, if the ball breaks to him. He's the leading scorer for Lille this season. Trying to tease one in.
What? Well done, Mendy. Get it out. 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 No. They're saying it's handball. They're saying it's handball. For a penalty for Lille, but the VAR's not, I don't think VAR's looking at it. There's a potential penalty check, but the only thing is, I don't think there's nothing that the player could have done because the ball was literally 2 inches away from him. What was he meant to do when he had...
This is a potentially big moment in this Champions League last 16 tie. Let's have a look at it.
No! You cannot give that! If you give that, then football is corrupt against Chelsea. He's literally chested it onto Jorginho's arm. He's gone and chested it onto his arm.
I think this one will be looked at very carefully by the Italian.
But he's literally 2 inches away,
Looking for it. Has he made his arm bigger?
and the player's literally chested the ball towards the arm. So how is he meant to move when he's 2 inches away? Have you seen it yet?
The referee will probably be asked to have a look at this one.
No, because his arm's literally there. His arm's there, and then the player's going to chest it, and it's hit him there. It's hit him there. But the thing that's going to be the difference is, but the other difference is, he's 2 inches. He hasn't got a chance to move it away because he's that close to the player, which I think is an unfair. I don't think it's deliberate either. I don't think it's. That is a cunt. Referee, that's never a penalty. If that was Liverpool or if that was Man City, you would not be given that. You would not be given that because you want to make it harder on Chelsea than everyone else.
Yeah, it's a tough one for him to take because he knows he hasn't done it deliberately. It's the way that he's jumped up to try and block.
Yeah. So in theoretically, you're not allowed to jump up with your hands up in the air. So basically, the physical side of the football is basically fucked. So we're not allowed to have a physical game. I think it's bollocks. That is never a penalty in the month of Sundays.
Responsibility is going to fall onto the shoulders of a very experienced man.
Never.
76 games for Turkey, Burak Yilmaz. He's going to be the man.
Because most other teams, the bigger than us, would not get given. Shows biasness towards everyone wants us to suffer. Oh, Edouard Mendy is doing the Bruce Grobbler. He's going from side to side. Edouard fucking Mendy. That's good. Oh, fuck's sake.
Chelsea's aggregate lead is cut in half. 7 minutes before half-time. Lille 1, Chelsea 0.
That's a brilliant penalty as well. The crowd were making such a noise before the penalty, the pressure that he was on, but he lifts the ball in that top corner. Keeps a cool headlock, throws up, bang.
I think from what I heard before kickoff, for Chelsea to get knocked out, we have to lose by 2 goals.
Provides a different look to things now. Celebration from Yilmaz, his first goal since
So we would have to concede another 2 more goals to go out.
Chelsea's defence has breached, and the aggregate lead now cut to 2-1.
Ah, for God's sake.
It's just got the noise a little bit louder too. And no doubt the Lille players who had pressed so hard for the first 20 minutes might just be rejuvenated again.
Well, this crowd behind them, they certainly will be, and they know what they've got to do. Get that second goal, and the roof will come off. But you've just got to maintain. Chelsea, you've just got to believe that in that last third, they haven't really created that much at the moment. They've now got to put that part of their game together. They haven't been able to get in behind this little defence.
Jalo got himself into a spot of bother. Chelsea felt they might have had a free kick for the challenge on Havertz, but referees allowed it to carry on.
And also this referee's being biased and giving everything to Lille and nothing to us.
Strong up until half time.
Because he's Italian.
Alonso there for Chelsea. Now Jorginho. Kovacic.
Yep, even my dad saying it wasn't a penalty, and he said he doesn't think so either. He just said it was harsh. He just said it. You don't see. Yeah, but if he's jumping, his arms are going to be up in the air if you jump, and he jumped. Not if it can if your arms are literally on your body, then that can't be a penalty. Because
takes the element of panic out of Lille as well, Glenn, doesn't it? Because even if it goes at
if it was given due to the fact that he moved his arm towards the ball, then I go fair enough. Because his arm did eventually move towards the ball, and I go that's fair enough. And that's something stupid because it would have hit him in the chest otherwise.
Chelsea have found it hard tonight to actually use a little bit of time and space.
But
It's a beautifully taken penalty, isn't it?
I would love to hear the thoughts of Joe Cole and see what his views are on it. Oh, because hear it from an ex-professional's view. Be
But they've got to do more in the last third. They haven't been a threat with the ball.
Tell you what, Glenn, he was the coolest man in the place. He had the whole situation under control, didn't he, Yilmaz?
And this crowd were really roaring, weren't they? I mean, in some ways, it's quite pressurised for the penalty taker, but kept his cool, didn't he?
Some pressure over there by the Chelsea captain.
Come on, boys.
Havertz.
Go on, that's a foul.
That's going to be a free kick, yellow card as well, I'm sure, for Goodmanson.
He knew what he was doing, the prick. Havertz would have been through otherwise. He tried to take Havertz's shirt off of him.
Just making sure the referee did see it, and really good position here for Chelsea.
Well, it suits the left foot of Marcos Alonso. He's the Chelsea player over there.
Just want to get someone across the front man, even if it's a sacrifice sort of run, just to take it away a little bit. It's very tight in that 6-yard box.
And we know what it's like to have a player with a long name because we had Agatha Johnson. So we know having a player with a long name. And that guy was a legend. No, what I said was, we used to having players at the club with very long names. Agatha Johnson's one of their examples. Because this is a very long name, that's another long name.
It's the last thing you can do in that position is hit the wall.
Come on.
Ask the question.
You need to at half time bring Lukaku on or bring someone like Mount on to literally know we're going for it.
Alonso. Put it away well by Benjamin Andre. It's Kovacic. And Alonso can't catch it.
Oh, for God's sake. You need to take Alonso off, he's been shit. He's been getting punished on that side. We got, but the one good, yeah.
Andre.
What they need,
Bamba.
what you need to do
David.
is going for it. Bring either Mount and put him where Alonso is, or put Ziyech there.
Jose Font under pressure from Kai Havertz. Swept on by Sven Botman. Out to Thiago Jallo.
How do you know that? Because I think I'm ahead of you.
Got Jonathan Bamba running off him as well, and he headed it forward.
I'm literally 20 seconds away from the 45th.
Slightly dangerous position there if they'd have got to the second ball in.
31-32.
It's been a really good first half for the champions of France. Lille.
Ah, okay.
Chelsea have generated very little at the other end.
We've been trying to generate something, but every time we keep doing it, we seem to be getting fouled, and the referee giving us nothing.
Was taken by the injury to Christensen. Alonso challenging
And at this moment in time, with what our situation is at the moment, we can't afford for players to get injured. Because we can't replace them. If it gets drastic, we can call back Gallagher if you want to, or you want to get Amanda Brojo, who can actually score goals. I mean, I want the goals.
Alonso not given a great deal of time. The
Alonso, you're shit off the pitch.
It's been brilliant pressing because they've pressed together. No one's gone pressing on their own. They've gone in twos and threes, and majority of the
Oh, Spurs are 2-0 up.
won the ball, or Chelsea have given it away.
Yep, and I don't have to say. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't have to say who scored. Oh, and the assist is from Rodrigo Bentecunt.
Taken nicely by Jonathan David, but N'Golo Kante got back.
Yeah, he's playing for.
To help out Thiago Silva.
Yeah, they bought him when Kulusevski's just there on loan.
And the man on the PA's now starting to join in with the crowd, Glenn, I've just noticed.
As if they needed any more.
Yeah, because it turns out the Spurs fans are basically like Kulusevski, more of a Rodrigo Bentancur. Because he's actually done a lot more since he's arrived.
Aspilicueta, Jorginho.
Come on, Chelsea, do something.
Antonio Rudiger out to Marcus Alonso.
You'll be able to see from me when it. Come on.
Aspilicueta,
Jorginho.
Possession is from Chelsea.
Kai! It's time! Pulisic! Captain America! Does it again! Captain America! You've done it again! God bless America! God bless Christian Pulisic! That might be seeing us through! Right at half time! You can shove the vote decision up your arse, because now I don't fucking care! Christian Pulisic! Woo!
And he uses the ball with such intelligence. Lovely
With a Jorginho assist!
and a great finish from Pulisic. He doesn't try and blast it. Look, he passes the ball into the corner, just maybe on the inside of the post. Keeper no chance, and from a narrow angle as well. Really
What, the best time to score? Right on half time.
Too hard, placed it in the corner, and a really top quality goal. It's
Because it means now that Lille.
first 45 minutes in the
Yeah, except the difference is now Lille would have to go and score 3 to knock us out.
Outstanding goal.
And we hardly can.
6 matches now for
And we hardly.
perfect.
Under Thomas Tuchel.
And the way they created it was the kind of goal that a European champion has.
Yep.
Right on the stroke
And
of
it's
half.
and it's been very rare that any team that we've faced has gone and scored
Genuine hope for Lille.
of what they would be 4 against us, and that's only West Brom that have done it to us.
On the stroke of half-time, Chelsea's possession rewarded.
So they got to do something that
Pass from
not.
Jorginho. Wonderful finish from Pulisic.
Yep. The only two.
Half-time.
Yep. The only 2 teams that have done it to us in I think 77 games that have been under us. Only 2 have done it to us. So it shows that we don't concede a lot of goals in the game.
Brought to you by FedEx, uefa Champions League official sponsor.
For a minute there, I was up. Yeah, I'm just hoping. I was hoping. Yeah, I was hoping when that goal went in that it was Kai Havertz that scored. Because at the moment, he seems to be on form because he scored 3 goals in 3 games. 2 in the Champions League and 1 in the Premier League. Yeah, I bet you if that was Tuchel, he'll get booked. Yeah, well, be back. Yeah, won't be long. It's gonna be folks, I am back. And it looks like someone's coming on for Chelsea.
Look, it was a moment of quality. It was a moment of composure. They'll need more of those though in the second half. They'll need to be better.
So we've got someone coming on in the second half, I think.
The ball quicker, then to deal with Lille's press better. Be a bit more proactive. I have no doubt that Thomas Tuchel would have got right into the players, and you'll see a better Chelsea in the second half, and hopefully a more relaxed second half for me, and then a comfortable win. Yeah, you won't enjoy much of that. It looks like we think Mason Mount's going to be.
Mason Mount's coming on.
There he is actually on the touchline. Yeah, it is Mason Mount coming on.
Yeah, good change for Chelsea. Look, they needed something to change.
Please say you're taking Alonso off. Please say you're taking Alonso off. He needs to come off.
First half, Chelsea really struggled to play around it.
So Alonso, who's number 8?
When you can get a little bit closer to Havertz, when they break
What?
the press.
Who's coming off?
From a Lille perspective, you know.
Please, if he's coming off, I want to sell. It'll be the biggest share of the day for me.
Will just be carry on with exactly what you're doing.
What?
Yeah, it will be.
Why you?
Just before half time, they were up. The crowd were
God
crazy.
damn! I got no words to describe that substitution.
That goal was huge. They got a really
I've literally got no words to describe that substitution.
I'm sure. But they'll give it a go.
He's one of the better midfielders. You took our best one off, and you could take Jorginho off, who is mediocre at best. So's played down quite a lot. You kept him on until took Kovacic off. That's ridiculous, man.
In the box seat, Jake, aren't they, at the moment? Thank you very much.
The second half is underway. 1-1.
For Mateo Kovacic, so the second Chelsea change tonight. They lost Christensen in the first half to injury. Trevor Chalobah came on and immediately got a yellow card. Why do you think he's made the change, Kovacic?
My dad's been saying that Lille are a dirty team.
Looked at the two fullbacks for Lille. We're getting the change of play was causing all sorts of problems for Chelsea, and I think they'll go with Havertz down the middle, Pulisic out on the right. And
Then he said, so I was chatting to him at half time, and he was saying the main example was that Yilmaz let Christensen just basically fall on his back, when some players would have gone and protected him and thought, I don't want him to get hurt.
I mean, we were all impressed about the way they went about it.
Because if he wasn't careful, he could have had a broken spine, or he could have been paralysed if he landed awkwardly.
Possession, they forced 2 corners and had 1 attempt on target. Didn't lead to a great deal, did it? Despite all of the endeavour and determination.
It's a bit weird how he's took Kovacic off, when I would have more or less took off Jorginho and kept Kovacic on.
Trying to get behind their team and get that first goal, which they managed to get, but you get a sense that they're actually on top of us, but they're not. As you say, the facts are there. Mendy wasn't really overworked at all, was he?
Well, there's not a great deal either on the Lille bench tonight. Hatton Ben Arfa would be a possibility at some stage. Timothy Weah would provide some attacking threat as well, but they did go for the strongest possible team at the outset, which is no surprise. And they're going to try and ride this group of players, I would think, Glenn, for as long as they can tonight. They know they've got to score the next goal in the tie, otherwise they could be in big trouble.
If we get through all this, Thomas Tuchel's going to be a hero. He's a hero. He should be given all the money by the club and be able to buy whoever he fucking wants.
Straight away, the difference in this crowd, you know, I don't know if they're still, half of them are still getting their half-time cup of tea, but it's nowhere near like the start of the game, is it? The start of this second half, it's really calmed down.
So Marcos Alonso with a free kick for the first time in the second half.
Yeah, because I was trying to my dad. Yeah.
Thiago Silva's on the move in the middle.
Yeah, because I was trying to my dad about Tuchel, and my dad said he deserves.
In a collision, which has brought the free kick
Yeah.
to the home team. There it is, right at the bottom of the
Yeah.
screen.
Because he was saying to me, if we get through all this, Thomas Tuchel deserves at least something for his committed to the club and for what he's been doing for all this. Deserves at least like saying that you're allowed to spend as much.
He'd also made the fella put the microphone down on the PA. He was joining in
Yeah,
and singing at that stage.
Yeah, basically deserves something for sticking with us. Because some managers,
On the night, the Yilmaz penalty.
yeah.
And an excellently crafted goal by Pulisic right on the stroke of half time. Chelsea with the 2-goal cushion from the first leg at Stamford Bridge.
But the only problem is in that match.
Benjamin Andre tussling with Marcus Alonso. Jorginho in there might have to do
Yep.
a little bit more work in this second half. Jorginho,
Yep.
now there
And they're at, yeah. Yeah. And they're at the game on Sunday.
No real necessity for an extra body for Chelsea.
Yeah, Conte will come back and play square of Jorginho, so he's got a little bit of a support.
Come on, Chelsea. We can get a second goal and that's game over.
Pulisic will take turns in just marking up the fullbacks and stopping them from coming.
Here's Jorginho, who threaded a lovely ball through.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Goal. Thiago Jello. Thiago Silva working hard against Bamba. Lovely touch.
They're a bit behind when it predicting a comeback win. It's already 1-1. So you're a bit late on that one.
Chelsea won 2-1 when they came here in 2019 in the group stage, and quite a few of the players from that night are here. And the three scorers from that night, all at different clubs these days, but they would have known what to expect when they came out in terms of the atmosphere based on that experience.
That's a foul. He had his hands all over Kai Havertz there.
Between Botman
Or in our views, it's King Kai.
Sheka got the nutmeg on N'Golo Kante, then tried to run all the way through it. Has to realise the ball can go through there, Glenn, but it's difficult to get yourself through.
He had nowhere to go. Look, there's the little nutmegs, but just gets brought down from Conte there. Not sure he had the pace actually to get on the other side and get the ball. It's interesting at the start of the game, this crowd got the team up. This second half, you feel now that
Hey, it's having a Waterloo 3. Hungerford Town 0.
Benjamin Andre.
And there are 3 goals that come from all of a sudden.
The free kick. Here's Jonathan Bamba.
Get out!
Cross. Jonathan David's hit.
Way! Go back to Canada.
He's had across the two games between the sides. Here's Goodmanson.
And now that's something weird. Wow. I never thought I'd be saying this. We could be seeing Canada at the World Cup this year.
Now Bamba. Brilliant feed by Jonathan Bamba. Crossed in towards Yilmaz with a header. Just wide.
Thank God the header went wide. Thank the Lord.
was magical feet out there, wasn't it? He created the space himself. Look at that.
Yep. And yet again, Marcos Alonso got put on the seat of his pants.
Flying across there, anxious to get to that ball. You sense that it can't be far off. Yeah, good challenge though put in from. There's the little magical feet. Look, good skill there, and he manages to get the end product in as well. A decent cross. There's the header. And you just see Mendy there coming into the shot. He's actually wide. He made me panic when I saw him dive him anyway.
Sue! Sue!
It's one of those where the cameraman can't get it too close.
Wow! Someone gone, United gone. We already know that. That was yesterday.
Zeki Celik, the player who needed attention, the right back of Lille.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on.
There's the header from Yilmaz again. He got up really well.
He did, didn't he? Just couldn't find that top corner, but it's a beautiful leap. Nice technique with the header. And there's Mendy flying across there. He thought it was going in, I'm sure, with the way that he reacted. But manager knew that would have been just the start of the second half that they needed.
Slip there by Pulisic, picked up there by Goodmanson.
That should be a foul to us. But yet to get it to Italian, Gate doesn't want to give us anything.
Means that Rudiger can bring it away. Plays it through towards Havertz.
Oh, look, Havertz. That was a good try, Rudiger.
Goalkeeper by
Oh, you jammy bastard! You jammy bastard! Got away with that, Jose Font.
his hamstring or something here, Glenn. He might be the
Chelsea will definitely win. Yes, we know Chelsea will definitely win. But you can never say never in football these days.
A muscle in there. He's on the sprint. He covers well there. Havertz's run. Or does Havertz just catch it? No, it's before Havertz has any contact. See him grimacing and well, it's an interesting one. You have to keep an eye on him because he's top of the hamstring. If that one
Come on, Chelsea.
take a long time to heal.
Kai Havertz. Alonso.
So guys, put your question in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you are new. Wow, Marcos Alonso, you've actually done nothing productive. All he likes doing, Alonso, is like to put the ball out of play.
Still struggling, Sven Botman.
Come on, Chelsea, guys, put your question in the chat. Welcome the 4 of you in. If you guys want to put I and tell me where you're watching from in the world, that would be nice.
The ball. No, they've given him the ball twice there and he's just kicked it out himself. He knows that he's in a bit of trouble here.
No, we're...
It's going to lead to a bit of a reshuffle because Timothy Weah, son of George,
Oh,
of course, for the World Footballer of the Year, is going to be coming on.
wow, looks like someone's hamstring is gone.
Yeah, he's in trouble there.
Yep, someone's hammy's gone for Lille.
It's a player we won't well
No,
see in the Premier League.
I don't know if it's Botman, but I'm trying to think if it's good. It could be good. I can't pronounce his name. Good Munson.
Partnership alongside Jose Fonte almost came to Newcastle.
I was trying to make sure it was because. I just need to see the back of the shirt, and then I'll be able to know. Oh no, no! They're bringing on Timothy Weah.
From the crowd inside the stadium as Botman reached the field.
Oh, and it is Botman. Yep. Yep. Yeah, because it's the bone. Yeah, yeah. It was when he was trying to run to beat Havertz to the ball, and he just basically just pulled up.
Send on Amadou Onana as well as Timothy Weah.
Oh, Onana's.
Mason Mount back
No,
to
we definitely got to watch out for Timothy Weah.
Chelsea. Pulisic. Intercepted by Benjamin Andre.
Renato Sanchez is not even playing; he's injured.
Ball by Chalobah. The referee saw it, wasn't interested.
And it's Sheffield United 1, Blackpool 0. Take about 74 minutes.
Thiago Silva out to Aspilicueta.
Now I'm just saying scores, keep up to date with scores on the doors.
Jacqueline just leaning on the
Free kick to Chelsea, so there we go.
and the referee just wants to have a word with Yilmaz, who's still complaining about the free kick he didn't get after coming together with Chalobah.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. He's lost his head there a little bit, but good free kick for Chelsea to win now, just to calm it all down.
So 20-year-old Amadou Onana coming on to replace.
Whoa! But is it at... Yeah, but I bet you they'll use VAR and they'll have a look at it and they'll give it.
Treatment a few moments ago, replaced by Timothy Weah.
Oh, okay.
It's quite disruptive, that, Glenn. That's two of the back four. who have
That's
got at
good.
the same time.
Oh, free kick to us. Come on. Who's take it? Please be Mount. Don't let it be Alonso
You
shite.
need that base to go and get that
Fuck.
next next goal to put them back in the game, but they really haven't got going. Chelsea, the second half, have been very professional. It's not going to help them, is it? There's too many changes there in that. They had a 4-4-2 going now. They might just have to adjust the shape, but we'll wait and see. But never ideal.
I think the Chelsea players are saying the foul happened a lot nearer the penalty area than where they're actually taking the free kick from. That's the point that Aspilicueta is trying to make to the referee.
Could be.
It was a bit nearer to the D than it is now.
Yeah, I think it might have been actually. A couple of
Oh
yards.
no! Don't let Alonso take.
Anyway, Alonso and Mount over it for Chelsea. I mean, another goal for them. Makes absolutely certain with just over half an hour to play. It's Alonso with a free kick that hits the wall and Nana involved. That's
Oh!
went straight back in by Rudiger. Who looks as
Unlucky
if
Rudiger.
he gets the chance, doesn't he, Rudiger?
He does. That's a really good effort. Actually.
Rudiger nearly scored.
Spinning as well. He's running towards his own goal. Not too far away, is it? Good technique.
Rudiger. Yeah, it was actually a good effort.
It's his 50th game in Europe tonight, Antonio Rudiger, and he's never scored. So that would have been
The
a nice moment.
the
for
dance for the ball that
those from Lille.
the one that he wasn't nowhere near the ball. Yep. Oh, fuck off! Sheffield United goal ruled out for offside.
Between those two.
Yeah.
The instigator being Yilmaz, by the way, not Chalobah.
Thomas Tuchel there, but he's,
And it would have been Billy Sharp would have scored it.
he's jumped above him.
He's actually a decent player.
Himself off him, and he's might have just caught his ear or the side of his head, but Thomas Tuchel not happy at all.
Yep. Chalobah's now.
But I didn't see that him leading with
Chalobah's
his
down.
arm, I think.
Yep.
You're gonna do something
Chalobah's
like
down.
That's the technique that players would use, but I think he's just leaving himself up.
Well, don't forget tomorrow
Yeah, but the
night,
difference
European
is
crowd of 16, second legs, 5 o'clock
Ilma. Oh, that's very similar to what Kai Havertz did at the weekend.
like a potential good one in the Premier League on Saturday, 11:30, 1
Jeez.
UFC London Saturday evening from
Are you gonna go and book him? Are you gonna book the Turkish twat?
23rd of April on BT Sport box office. We've got
I want to see
Tyson
what your
Fury
opinion is when you see the replay. See what you think.
from Wembley for the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, he did exactly a similar thing.
Back up and about.
Yeah, he did a very similar thing to what Kai. Yeah, I was just a bit worried because it looked very similar to what Havertz did to Burn on Sunday.
If they do go through,
Except the only difference is,
that they've progressed from their 10th Champions League knockout game out of 12
yeah,
tries.
but at least he's not as worse as Dan. At least he's not as worse as Dan Burn when he goes and mouths off, even though he's hurt.
Champions League under Thomas Tuchel. Chalobah only
Yeah, they want. It definitely needs a haircut. And it's having the water over 4. Hungover Town 0. Never thought I'd be seeing 4 goals in my life scored by them. It's a wrap. Hungerford are actually 11th and haven't and what other 10th.
Oh, Goodmanson.
Yeah,
Timothy Weah's playing higher up
they got the smallest stadium in the league. Their stadium can only hold 2,500.
regularly for Lille. Taking on Christian Pulisic, whipping the cross in. Nice and calm by Mason Mount for Chelsea and then cleared as far as Onana.
Come on, Chelsea, get another goal.
Jallo out there at right back now. They've had a
I feel it.
ball change essentially.
I feel it
That's a corner.
in the air.
He's been their best player, Yilmaz, tonight.
Was it handball?
Gets it back again. And whips it in towards Jallo.
Oh! Oh my God! Lille have just hit the post.
Checker, I think.
Oh my God!
Jonathan
Oh, you'll see that in a minute. 'Cause I think he might be near, but that is shocking defending.
A beautifully flighted ball from Yilmaz. Mendy, no
Yep,
chance.
it's shocking defending because literally everyone's just standing and let him do it.
What an opportunity there.
No one went to go and stop it.
chances from headers in the second half that they've had. First one flash wide from Yilmaz and then that one from Checker. It's just given Lille a lift, given the players a lift and given the crowd a lift.
Come on, Chelsea.
Still so much time. Wow.
Yep. And also, Chelsea's women's have won tonight 3-0 against Everton. So, well done, yeah. Now let's try and see if the men can get a win and be a double whammy.
And that's a straightforward one for Mendy.
There's that lovely flighted ball in his own plan. I think David might
Ciao.
just in his own way there.
Ciao.
Xhaka, he guides it there. Mendy, no chance whatsoever. No communication.
I feel it. I feel it.
I think when he looks back on it, Glenn, he'll feel he had to score. There was so much of the goal to aim at.
Yeah, I think David might have just put him off a little bit in front of him. He ducks out of it at the last minute, but won't get a better opportunity.
Come on, Chelsea. Let's get. Come on. And also, Tuchel, bring some other players on, please. And take Alonso shite off.
Defensively for Chelsea. Wins this side the goal kick. Still got plenty of fight left in them, Lille, Glenn, it would appear.
What?
Yeah, it's the best spell that I'd
Oh, great.
bit of pressure, and Chelsea have come through that. You know, I expect Chelsea now to try and just keep possession of the ball for a little bit longer spell. They haven't really had possession this second half. They're just sort of getting through. They've stopped the full-backs coming.
It said full time. It said full time. Brighton 0, Spurs 2.
I get the feeling it might be hard to time wasted here.
But going since the game's actually over.
Thiago Silva onto Mendy. Rudiger.
I'm on the app on the my computer, and it's basically saying full time 2-0 Spurs. It's I feel it in the air. The
Quite rightly pointing out to the referee that something's
Yeah.
been thrown in his direction.
Diego.
It's all right, the crowd cheering it. How long
Yep,
the second
and you're saying that Liverpool shouldn't be winning.
every right to stop the game and tell the referee.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think the crowd are buying that, but he certainly picked something up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Showed it to the referee, threw it away, so he had the right to do that.
Yeah, something that wasn't there when the second half started, so it's come from somewhere.
Absolutely, it could be dangerous as well if a player lands on it or a goalkeeper dives on it.
Good keeper is Ramsdale.
Silly foul. I don't understand why front men do that. The problem is with the defender. How's he going to get out of there? And you let him off the hook, give him a free kick.
Most keepers do get beaten on the near post.
Goodness, and closed down quickly by Aspilicueta, but was good to win it back again.
Oh, what a shithouse keeper.
Off goes Jonathan Bamber, defending there for Alonso to do. Did it well, in fact did it very well when he signed the free kick as well. He knew exactly what he wanted to get out of that, didn't he, Alonso?
Yeah, first and foremost, it was really good
You
tracking.
might have with them. You might have had the odd one or two in their career that might have sneaked in by luck.
Draws that foul.
Because like deflect, because you
Great play for
yeah, because you got to think. Sometimes if it has a deflection, it could end up in that corner. It all could be because of that. What a twat!
On by Xhaka. Good thing about this Chelsea team, Glenn, they've all been here before, or most of them anyway. Nice and cool and calm out there, aren't they? Dealing with the situation as best they can, but not getting over flustered by what comes their way. There's Christian Pulisic, whose goal at the end of the first half is so important to them. Jorginho dispossessed by David. Here's Xhaka.
Barnsley. Someone went from non-league to Barnsley. That's a bit of a step up. You said Barnsley.
Thomas Tuchel trying to reach a third.
Oh, so he went down the leagues. Oh, so that basically shit keeper. If you're a good keeper, you'd be staying up. If you're a good keeper, you'd be staying quite high up the leagues.
Got another knockout game in the weekend when they face Middlesbrough in the FA Cup at the Riverside.
What? Funny. Funny.
Fog backpedaling. Mason Mount putting the pressure on.
I'm a legend.
Excellent play out there by Mount for Chelsea, supported by Alonso. Jorginho.
Oh. Aha! Oh, that's funny. What's the most shocking about Cristiano Ronaldo returning to Man United? Come out of the blue. Yes, it did, but we don't need to go into that because that's months and months ago. We're not reverting to the past. Except if you're a Liverpool Football Club. Except if you're a Liverpool Football Club, you revert to the past every single time you talk about football.
Space on this side for Aspilicueta. Tulisek. Chalobah. Jorginho.
Guys, like the stream, hit the thumbs up button, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new. And we need to get another goal. Come on, Chelsea.
20 minutes to go in France. Lille won Chelsea
I feel it.
with the 2-goal cushion in the tie.
I feel it in the air.
Showing great patience, Chelsea with the ball.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, let's get another goal.
Good movement off it at the moment.
Bit of space here, Mason Mount. He's got a couple to pick out. He fizzles it.
Yes! Yes! And it is Aspilicueta, Captain Magnificent, goes and scores yet again against Lille. Woo! Get Aspie! Get in, Aspie! Aspilicueta, get in! What a goal!
Passes that made there without Lille touching it. It was a wonderful build-up. They were patient. Mount makes that little blindside run. Aspilicueta gets the run on. Where is it there? And what a finish. This is a really tough ball to keep over the top.
You would think he's a striker scoring the goal like that.
I think he actually takes it with his knee. Let's have a little look here. He gets dog side, keeps his head, pushes his
Get
arm
in.
across. It's his knee, isn't it?
And he hits it in with his knee. Boy, that makes it even more spectacular.
Fabulous run from him.
He'll tell everybody he meant it, and everybody's going to believe him because it's a goal that means so much to Chelsea. And look at the smile on his face.
It was a difficult ball, almost in the midriff area, and I think it's a cute finish. I think he just wanted to get anything, any part of his body on it, and it's come off the hard part of the knee and shot in the goal. And well, it was a beautifully built-up goal. It really was. I don't know how many boys in the studio will have a look at that, but I don't know how many passes they made. They were so patient in their play.
Both goals similar in the way they constructed them because they were nice and patient, weren't they, for the Pulisic goal as well. It's his second goal of this season, but it's over 2 years since he got one in the Champions League, and he seems to like scoring against this opposition.
He likes scoring against Lille.
Aspilicueta. 4th goal in total in the Champions League, and surely that's going to get Chelsea through. Should extinguish whatever fight was left in Lille, who have been positive tonight, they've been determined tonight, but on the balance of play over the 2 matches, they just haven't been good enough.
Now Chelsea been a cut above. I mean, they had a
Ruben Loftus-Cheek for Jorginho. And we're going to see Romelu Lukaku come on for Christian Pulisic.
Hey, come on, Big Rom.
Antonio Rudiger underneath it for Chelsea, taken down there by N'Golo Kante.
Come on, big one. Show us what you can do.
The two legs in this competition, aren't they? Because they can play it however you want to play it, Chelsea.
No, without a doubt, they've got that experience. They look better with wing backs and the three at the back. You know, they tried the back four at times this season, not quite the same. But
Come on, boys.
Lukaku's came on and Tuchel's left Havertz. I thought he might give Havertz a little bit of a rest. He's played a lot of football, but really trusting him now. He'll play in that little wider role.
Come on, Lukaku.
Inside forward role now and stop the fullbacks coming out, and Lukaku will go down the middle.
Come on.
Goodmanson jumping there with Aspilicueta. There's Benjamin Andre. Jonathan Bamba felt that from Antonio Rudiger. Loftus-Cheek being on the pitch, Glenn, he's the only one of the Chelsea squad involved tonight who would be a yellow card away from suspension in the quarter-finals. Everybody else is okay at this stage. There's Alonso, the left wing back with a bit of space out there. He's got Lukaku in the box, and that's who he's aimed for.
Come on, Chelsea.
He's run 40 yards into the corner flag. Really doesn't need to do it. Save your energy, but great attitude.
Off goes N'Golo Kante. Aspilicueta's taking a rest on the halfway line at the moment. He's doubled over Glenn. He's made so many runs into the box and up and down this right side. He's just taking a you can't see it, but we can.
It just made that 40-yard run and it just made me chuckle. I looked at him again and he's on the halfway line. His hands are on his knees, breathing. But you know, Chelsea now have just got to see this game out. Nothing stupid.
Wow.
You just say Loftus-Cheek, don't get a booking, be sensible.
So the ref.
And he goes towards
Oh, he's now bringing on Lille, bringing on Hatem Ben Arfa.
refreshed and rejuvenated after the breather. Havertz with a touch to Lukaku, trying to get it back to the German. It was intercepted well by Onana. He now encourages Bamba to chase it, but Rudiger, quick as a flash, was over.
Who's that for?
Chelsea.
He was unlucky there, Lukaku. That would have been a lovely little one too.
The final throws of the dice. So Jonathan David's going to be replaced.
Is that in our game or was that the Liverpool game?
We're also going to see Angel Gomez.
Ah.
And we're going to see Brederich as well. So 3 changes, whether it's going to make a great deal of difference, we will wait and see.
Come on, Chelsea. Wow, full time. Blackpool 0, Sheffield United 0. What?
It's Chalobah.
That's mad. That is crazy. Yeah, because why would people go and do that? Because what happens if you've gone and you could have gone and done something to the kids?
Checker goes in. There's a surprise brewing injury.
There needs to be more security around football than their homes.
Gerard Moreno with a penalty, not even on
Just
the
because of that reason alone.
2-1 aggregate lead now
Because of what?
over Juventus. They saw Ajax
Because he's
on
all
the
his...
side in a surprise against Benfica.
Yep.
And there might be another one tonight if they can see it through. Villarreal, who are no strangers to winning tight European matches. Not
So,
necessarily the Champions League.
so CCTV companies, you need to start
Well, they'll be
you're going to get made a lot of money, because I think a lot of footballers will be coming your way for that sort of thing. But it doesn't work. Because Reece James, his incident was actually caught on CCTV. That is good at his house, but they couldn't find the culprits. Because it makes it harder, because it's in the dark.
So that Gomez can play on the left. That's Ben Arthur up top alongside Yilmaz.
What they would need to do is have like I would think now they should, for them not to get in, they should have like gates. That means you have to put a code in to get in. Some posh houses have codes. Stop people getting in.
Fouled by the substitute, Domagoj Brandaric.
Yeah, no one should ever have the house burgled. It's just wrong, even if you do play for Man United shite.
Catches on the hip, but he's okay.
Glanced on by Mason Mount. Time over
Yep,
for Giroud.
the actual, because the draw, this is the final round, and then the draws on Friday. I don't believe that, because they've been announcing that it's Friday. Even Sky, even BT have done that.
Now Ben Arthur. Checker. Yilmaz. Couldn't take it within Chalobah with a clearance.
So they're expecting some people to come from Chelsea all the way to where the draw's going up in Lyon, in Switzerland, where at the moment it's going to be even hard for anybody who works at Chelsea to even get there. So we won't be having any representatives going over there for our drugs. We don't have the money for it.
Doing my job. Great defending.
How would you assess the Chelsea chances, Glenn, heading into the quarter-finals? I mean, they came off the pace a little bit last season, didn't they? Caught one or two by surprise.
Yep, says here the quarter-final draw is at 12 o'clock on Friday.
Well, I think they're a side that could go all the way.
So I may have a look, just make sure. And the first legs are going to be on the 5th and 6th of April.
James gets fit. And I don't know how Chilwell is coming
So we could
along.
potentially, before then, we could have a new owner.
Rest players at this position. You know, Aspilicueta put a hell of a stint in the year. His next game coming along the line, you know, to go back to back could be difficult for him. But I think if those two got fit,
I want to see what.
they could go a long way in this tournament.
Who do we play before then?
They've got the firepower up front. There's no doubt about that.
We play Brentford.
And they're on course to win 5 games in a row for the first time this season. It'll be the first time they've done it in over a year.
Come on,
Of
Chelsea.
course, they know the value of hitting your best form at this stage of the season. It can carry you a long
And then
way.
the second leg's on the 12th. And so that weekend, if we can have to.
Manchester City might do. And you mentioned that you thought that
Who do we play? We play Southampton.
might get a bit of time off tonight. With the
Z.
situation in
Hey!
the
Hakim Ziyech is on, coming on. And Kai Havertz is coming off. Oh, King Kai.
Each time to go off the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, we play Saturday. Play Saturday against Middlesbrough. But with the tea time kickoff against Middlesbrough.
So Hakim Ziyech on for the final 7.5 minutes.
Then who do we play?
Here's Aspilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Kante. Xhaka turns into N'Golo Kante, free kick given.
Juventus are shite. Our supporters are singing Kai Havertz's song.
Yes or no?
That guy's a legend. The guy know where to score goals in the big occasion.
Back out again.
Come on, Chelsea.
Really good play by Jallow to get away from Alonso.
Well defended.
He's the master of being in the right place at the right time in situations like that, isn't he, Antonio Rudiger? Brilliant natural defender.
Yeah, just cut off that near post. That's the beauty when you've got three at the back. If you don't get dragged out as the outside centre back, you can just plump yourself in that front post. That'd be hell of a cross to beat all three centre backs.
Go, Chelsea.
We spoke a lot in the first half about how they pressed the ball and the work rate and all that kind of thing, but it's been a real example of being brave in possession by Chelsea tonight when they were under pressure. Before you talk about that, Glenn, 2-0 to Villarreal. Pau Torres, the central defender. It looks as though Juventus are going out to the Champions League tonight. Villarreal will make it 3 in the last 8 for Spain.
That is a slight shock, isn't it? Although they're a good side in their own right.
Villarreal are definitely good enough to beat Man United shite to win a trophy.
Final 5 minutes then in Lille. Lille 1, Chelsea 2. Jallow. In towards Ben Arthur. Brotherich has shown a bit too much of that to Loftus-Cheek, but he's managed to keep the
Come
possession.
on, boys.
Showed a great attitude tonight, Lille, haven't they? They're still going out there. Looks like a lost cause. They've got to find 3 in the last 4.5 minutes. Thiago Silva with the Chelsea header.
Yeah, they've had to make a lot of individual
I
changes
feel
with
it.
the injuries as well, but
I
so many
feel
changes
it.
of personnel in the
In
sense
the
of the positions. It's taken them a
air.
little while to settle down into any sort of shape, but one thing this crowd hasn't stopped as well, is it? They'll keep going.
No, look, we've not heard the chap on the PA in the second half. He's had his wings clipped after the Pulisic goal, I think.
Or maybe his fingers clipped.
Come on.
There's Benjamin Andre. Thiago Jallow. Timothy Weah.
Well done.
By Alonso. He still thinks they can do it, doesn't he? Yilmaz. He's had a really good game for them.
Yeah, he's been their best player of the half.
It goes towards Shecker. His header's way off target. You wonder what it might have looked like had he scored with that header that came back off the post, whether that would have changed it significantly tonight. Certainly would have given the impetus to Lille, but woodwork say Chelsea, then they went on and scored through Azpilicueta.
Yeah, but certainly made it a bit more nervy. I mean, Chelsea, after Azpilicueta's goal now, have just really calmed down. It's an easy task now, just seeing the game out.
The draws on Friday, they make the draw for the quarter-finals and the semi-final, and it follows through to who is going to be the home team in the final. So we'll know what everybody's path looks like on Friday. 3 English teams in there: Liverpool, Manchester City and Chelsea. 3 from Spain, it looks like. The 2 Madrid clubs and Villarreal. And then Benfica and Bayern Munich. Fascinating competition. When it gets to this stage, you can really start to believe, can't you? Quarter-finals onwards, you start to think it might be your year.
That's when it gets exciting, isn't it? But yeah, different style of teams. There's a lot of different styles in there, actually, when you think about it. So let's just hope the English guys can stay away from each other in the quarters.
Juventus are shite.
To get back into this competition next season. But a bit of work to do between now and the end of the campaign.
The guy who couldn't do well at Bournemouth but can do well at Villarreal.
So picked up now by Kante, challenged over there by Jallo. It's been another good night in the Champions League for Thomas Tuchel. Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Go on, Aspie. Oh, Ziyech.
Onana did well inside his own penalty area. Foul by Yilmaz.
Oh, you cheeky little French twat.
Footed from Weah. Final a few seconds of normal time and 4 minutes to be added on here in Lille.
4 minutes. 4 minutes to go, folks.
It's a lovely ball clipped on by Ziyech and Alonso can run. Lukaku waiting in the middle.
Oh, Lukaku!
The substitute gets there.
Oh, I thought Lukaku was gonna.
Yeah, Lukaku is so frustrating.
I thought Lukaku was gonna score there.
Puts it into the floor, really, not really positive enough.
Yeah, but the reason why he didn't score it because who was there to the ball in? Alonso shite,
Lovely ball from Ziyech.
who can't even put a ball in the box. Because if he did it, Lukaku would have had a tap in.
Kante.
Keep him back, keep him back, keep him back.
Loftus-Cheek. Kante in a pocket of space. It's a lovely ball played through for Alonso.
Yes, Alonso!
First time he's really been used tonight, the Lille goalkeeper. Mason Mount then whips the cross in the Jardine. Is there again.
Lovely little reverse ball from Conte, wasn't it?
Checker into Gomez.
We have got a new.
What would the assessment go
We have got a left back who can play good. His name's Malik Sarr.
To be mentally strong, they were tested in the first half. On a few occasions, it
But he's
wasn't
better.
Easy for them as they've finished this game, but shown a lot of mental strength, character.
It's a wonderful scene behind Edouard Mendy's goal. Look at that. They've supported the team fantastically well tonight.
It's been a pleasure to be here. It's been a wonderful atmosphere, and they've kept going. Their team have kept going as well, to be fair to them. But Chelsea just a class above.
Come on, boys, we're nearly there. Then getting ready to play the rest of this competition for as long as we're in it behind closed doors for the foreseeable future until someone comes.
Chelsea's place in the last 8, the quarter-finals of the Champions League is confirmed. Mason Mount back to Antonio Rudiger. The Lille team are going to be
No, I've been on my wrestling game today.
Chalobah. He's done well since coming on to replace Christensen. Midway through the first half. They'll be hoping that the injury that he's picked up tonight's nothing serious.
Go on, Big Rob!
1v1 against Fox.
Big Rob! Aye!
Free kick right on the edge.
I thought Lukaku was through and then he got fouled. He got fouled by stupid Jose fucking Font.
You think he was going to go on his favoured left foot, but he actually decides to go down the right side. And
Yeah, he just decided to take Lukaku out.
and there he is, 1v1, goes on the right. That's a foul. He just catches him, doesn't it? Little shimmy, little dummy.
Ah, have that. Have that, Juventus shite.
Still wanting more.
Well, it's probably going to be the last kick of the game, this. Past the 4-minute mark. Minimum of additional time. 4 Chelsea players trying to work out who's going to take it. He's working out where he wants the wall.
Oh, so you're going on Vanguard?
Alonso ordinarily would be favourite from here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's two ways of looking at it. It's so close to the 18-yard box.
No, I'm saying, are you going? I'm saying you're going on Vanguard.
Down underneath the wall, or you've got a really delicate little chip.
It is.
Oh!
Tried to tickle one over.
Yes! Get in!
Of the Champions League, the defence of the trophy continues for them. They're a bit nervy tonight when Yilmaz scored a penalty after a handball by Jorginho, which was referred to VAR. But Christian Pulisic with a lovely finish on the stroke
It's
of
gonna be-
time after a perfect ball from Jorginho.
Yep.
And an Aspilicueta
Now we just whoever we get in the next whoever we get now in the next round, we just got to learn to try and cope with not letting the fans get behind our backs when we play at their place without ours.
The finals of play remains to be seen, but the players and the manager did all they could do here in Lille, and it's taken them through to the last eight.
Or we can take Villarreal because I think we've beaten them once already and we know we can beat them.
Champions League for a second successive season. Chelsea were brave, Chelsea are through. It's finished Lille 1, Chelsea 2 tonight. Chelsea through.
Full time, Chelsea 2, Lille 1, 4-1 aggregate. Like, subscribe to the notification, get to the post. I'll be doing live watch along on Saturday for Chelsea versus Middlesbrough in the FA